All right, so recently we talked about the Kepma G1S series as part of one of the newer models launched by Kepma. And we had a discussion about the guitar itself, great build quality and the woods. But what we didn't get a chance to look into was the actual pickup. Now it's got the L1 pickup in partnership with Double. Now what Double has been doing is they're a great pickup company that looks into technology and looks into doing things a little differently. And what the L1 does here is it's a trans acoustic pickup, and if you're familiar with trans acoustic, it has its built-in effects like delay, reverb, chorus, and you actually get those out of the sound hole with a transducer. But what the L1 does even beyond that is, first of all, the sound quality is much more and it's much richer coming out of the sound hole. But more than that, the pickup itself has app connectivity. And if you look at the app that we have connected now, the Double app, you can actually go into several presets and change parameters on it. Not only that, this comes with an inbuilt looping feature and a drum machine. So you can actually create your own loops, overdub on that. It's got a 4-bar looper, obviously. And you can build a track and just jam along. Earlier today, I was just sitting and jamming along. The transducer is loud enough that even if you're not plugged in, it still gives you a rich, warm sound that helps you practice, helps you create sounds, and it's just a tool for writing. So we're going to do a deep dive today in just the pickup. We've already talked about the guitar, and you can check the other videos for that. But we're going to do a deep dive into the pickup. So first off, we'll start off with just the app control and how we change different presets and change the different parameters. So let's go. All right, so this is the app itself. Once you connect the guitar, you just open the Double app and you connect the guitar and it'll synchronize to whatever settings are on the pickup. Now we are in a patch that's called solo, and I can actually change it to the other patch. You can also change it from the guitar by just pushing the top 2 buttons.
Okay, let's try this one.
Yep.
And then let's stay with the strum patch then. Okay.
Yeah, let's start off with that. Nice. Now what we're going to do is actually go into the effector and see what all's happening. So we've got the noise gate that's on, we've got EQ on, and we've got notch and compression happening. So we can actually go into our EQ, and this is what the EQ curve looks like, and we can change it depending on how we want it.
Right, so bump at 100, maybe if we dip this. Sounds good?
Yeah, and now let's turn on some reverb. Yep, so let's move back. Can probably turn on. That's a lot. Yep. Interesting. Now we turn on the chorus.
Very resonant, man.
Yeah.
The guitar is just wants to keep sustaining
I know.
the whole time.
That's so
So
cool.
let's check out some other pads. So if I change it from here, what will happen? Now We are at the strum patch. If I click here, oh,
You
already
want
changed at the solo patch.
Yeah, you're at the
cool,
solo
cool.
patch. Nice.
Sweet.
Awesome. And of course, you have notch control and compression, and that's on each patch. Now,
Get
so
back
that's
to
like your different effectors, and if you go like to the master controls, you can control your input gain, output. Again, one thing I didn't mention at the start was it actually has a lot more features like an OTG function. You can record directly into a, it works as like a sound interface as well. If I go to the home screen, you can actually see a bunch of people who've uploaded their own presets. So if there's a certain sound that if you're not comfortable with dialing in sounds, you can actually go and just download a different preset and see if that works for you. And if it doesn't, just try a bunch more. There's a whole lot of these happening. And then of course, so if you go into the app, it almost has like a community over there that's, constantly sharing and updating things. And the app itself has a tuner function and the metronome and everything, all that. And speaking of metronome and loops, the pickup itself is a looper. Now, we've not seen, at least I haven't seen a looping feature in an acoustic pickup. Of course, we've had the acoustic effects and those kind of pickups. But mainly, you've seen the trans acoustic with the effects happening. But a looping feature is something that we were genuinely curious about. So let's dive into the looping feature now.
So can I overdub on top of this?
Yeah, so you click it again.
And it comes out of it automatically.
Yeah.
I didn't need to play anything.
Yeah. Now you can probably change your patch.
Okay, so just that much
Yeah.
will make me come out. Oh, here we go. Solo. Yep.
now if I want to stop.
I want to
Okay.
overdub on top of that, for example. Okay. How else would you make it go minor?
Okay. Woo.
As well. Yeah. So to stop it will be one press, and that's the clear. Gotcha.
Yep. So double tap and then long press on
And
the
now if I
second
have
tap.
to start looping again,
So now you can 2, 3, 4. You didn't hit this.
oh, yeah, I think I can tell my drummer to chill for a second.
Yeah. Wow.
This is pretty cool because you can just control it.
Control
boom,
it right
done,
there.
You know,
Yeah.
get back.
So it has like a 4-bar loop, so you don't have to like start and stop that. Might
you
be a
do have
limitation for
to-
some, but
You do have to set a tempo in the start. That's the only.
yeah.
catch.
So I'll actually show you how that's done. And then if
Okay,
you,
so you was preset it, right?
yep. Now
Sweet.
wow.
So let's order the margaritas, man.
Man, that was just some
The whole beat set has begun.
beat set has begun.
Yeah, but I get it, man. It's pretty cool. I mean, even if it did not have a looper, it's still pretty kick-ass.
Yeah, the sound
Sounds
itself.
are amazing, so you can just play. The play factor is there.
Mm-hmm.
You can make your Instagram reels by connecting just to the OTG.
Yep.
That's crazy. And then on top of that, so I could probably start a loop right here, connect my phone up,
Yeah.
press and record my loop along with me recording on my Instagram reel, and just end it over there.
Yeah, and you're done.
And then you're done.
Yeah.
No edit required. Audio is straight to the phone.
Straight
No
to the
sync required. No
Yeah, that whole
nothing.
process gets eliminated.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
All right, so that was the L1 pickup that we were talking about by Double in collaboration with Kepma. That's the G1SE. We have the Grand Auditorium version here. There's also a Dreadnought version that we've talked about in our previous videos, so do check that out. And today we were just talking about the pickup, and as you heard, it's got some great effects. It's got the app control, which gives you a lot of flexibility. You can actually store presets, so while playing a set, if you need to change for different sections of a song, you can do that. And for your own personal practice, it's got the looper. And we were just exploring, we made 3 different loops, and we got lost in the sound because it's so useful to be able to play a loop and then overdub on top of that and create like this ambience. So the overdub feature, great for practice. It also has like the metronome, which lets you toggle between different time signatures and also lets you edit your tempo. So a great tool for practice, even though that this is a high-end guitar. Professionals also need to practice. So this was the Kepma G1S with the L1 pickup. We'd like to know your thoughts on the concept of having a looper in an acoustic guitar pickup, especially a trans-acoustic, which doesn't have a speaker per se, it has a transducer, but it's still a useful tool to have, and it's not something that you would associate with like the more traditional pickups. So would love to know your thoughts about this pickup, and we'll be doing a lot more with Kepma and with the other companies that we're working with, and we look forward to doing a lot more. Till then, we'll see you on the next one.